Wait a minute. Wait, first of all,
Alright, so boom, what's up guys? Lake's here again. Yes, you can see I'm still a bit ill, but we're working today. So as you can see behind me, we have the Ford with a bent shock. There's 2D right there. 2D's all good. So last video, I said I'll give you guys an update of what I said is going to come for Tweedy and introduce you guys to the Ford. So there's no better way to introduce you guys other than to work in it as well. So as I said in the last video, it's a Ford Focus 1.8 Zetec S. Done the engine on it. I rebuilt the engine, well, put in a new engine I should say, not rebuild. Push button start right about there. So the keyless start, goes TV screen, like can watch YouTube and everything when they're connected to the internet. Yeah, so there's nothing much to say about it, nothing fancy. 2010 plate, not much. Wheels are in okay condition, could do the refurb. Yeah, I mean, there's not much that I could say about it. The engine I replaced it with is on 90k mileage, so on the clock it has 139k mileage, but the engine I put in is 90k. I put in a new clutch as well. New clutch. Done the front brake pads. The shocks needed to be done, the front two shocks, and this one's bent, so we're going to change up this bent one. So yeah, this is what we are going to be working on today, and the update on Tweedy you guys are also going to get. So the plan is, for the reason why I bought the Ford, was to park up Tweedy, park up the Golf, because we are officially going big turbo. I haven't ordered anything yet, but I've got the turbo that I want in my basket. I've got everything, and my plan was as well, is while I'm going big turbo, is to forge the engine as well. But I might go big turbo and then forge it, just so that I can feel each stage instead of going forge big turbo, because I know if I do that, I'm gonna just go straight to like 400 horsepower and not just take my time going through. Which at the same time, I'll probably end up doing that, because with this engine, I think they're only capable of handling 312, 350 maximum, something like that. I'm not quite sure, but if I put on the bigger turbo, I'll still keep out at around 3 something, just to be on the safe side. But I just want to have the bigger turbo on. Well, I'm still thinking, might do it, might not. But the big turbo is definitely coming very soon. So I'm trying to get both of them running again. Tweedy is running good. I recently replaced the drive shafts again. Yeah, keep breaking them. So replaced the drive shaft, replaced the auto tyro then on the driver's side, was it? No, the passenger side. So she's running flawless right now. She's feeling good, very smooth, no wobbles, anything after the crash. I need a new front bumper, which is it's annoying. It's just annoying. Need a new front bumper. And there is a car meet coming up this weekend, so hopefully she stays in one piece and keep running good. Right now she feels a bit sluggish though, she feels lazy. I don't know what that could be. I'll probably service it before. Might service it before the meet. Mostly it feels sluggish. She feels lazy. So yeah, meet on Saturday. Gonna try to get it cleaned up. I have uni today, so I'm gonna drive it on the motorway. Give her a little press to see how she's feeling. Last week after I finished getting her up and running, even when I'm on the motorway, the car kind of swerves a bit. So after I change everything now, I'm gonna see if it still does that. If it still does it, then we know something's still wrong. If not, then she's ready for Saturday. Just gonna wash her, try to get the bumper before Saturday, because guys, I need to get that bumper. So yeah, if you can get that before Saturday, that would be nice. And yeah, so that's the plan. So yeah, now that my missus decides to come and help me with this recording, I can now get proper footage for you guys. So firstly, what we need to do is to get on here. We need to take off the 2 wipers so we can take off the cover. This has to come off as well. And once we take off this cover and the wiper, we can then get to the 3 strut bolts to then for the shock to drop here. And now on here, we're not going to trouble on top yet, because if you take off those bolts, the shock will probably just drop. Well, not drop because it's still bolted up. So what we're going to take off on here is the ABS sensor, the linkage, anti-roll bar linkage. There's a nut, clipper nut behind here, and I think doing that, it should be able to just pong out, really. Hopefully we don't have to take out the drive shaft or anything else, but we will find out. Also, this was leaking power steering fluid. I don't know from where, but we will find out. What's this? Okay, I don't know what that is, but we'll find out where it was leaking power steering fluid. That's also on the list. So let's take off ABS. Alright guys, so I've already taken off the wipers and then covers. So you had obviously the wiper bolts and the washer. Then you have to take off these clips. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, which goes on this one. So there's clips on from here, and it clips on that one. So that one goes underneath and this one's on top. And once you take off that, you pull off this, and then to get off this one, you have 2 T30 bolts, well, screws. Take these off and you just pull it straight out. So these are the 3 bolts that you will need to take out to get the shock off. As you can see down here, I still haven't got the linkage out yet. Don't know why it don't want to come out, but we will try something. So yeah, we're gonna loosen these now, try to pong on the shock, and I'll get back to you to see if we make any progress. So I no longer have help, but what I decided to do was take off the one on the anti-roll bar itself, to bolt off the anti-roll bar. And the reason why the top one wasn't coming off is because it's actually hitting on the frame, so it has no room to come off. That's the problem. So what we're gonna do is take off the 3 bolts at the top. I've already taken off the bolt from here, which was this, not so big, but I think it was a 17. This was a 17. So taking that off. So yeah, we're gonna now take off these 3 and see what progress we get. Just gonna get a hammer and just pong that boy down. Just pong it down. Alright, so I don't want to talk too early, but I want to say thank you to this guy because everything's coming out so smooth and easy. After a few taps, this came out. So this is where we're at now. I'm still trying to find out where exactly the power steering is coming from. This happened because I drove it home. I couldn't wait for the recovery truck. I drove it home. Wasn't too far, so I just drove it home. That's all the tire, and the tire's still good as well. So I'm happy with that. Everything else looks fine, to be honest. So yeah, now that's out, I'm gonna try to find a shock, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna keep on trying to find out where exactly that power steering was coming from. So I'll get back to it and I'll let you guys know what I find. Okay, I think I may have found it, guys. This one right here, this power steering line goes straight to the rack. Yeah, it goes straight to the rack. And if you look here, it looks like, if you can try and zoom in. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry if it's not the best, but if you look, it looks like it was trying to, like, I think it's kind of gouging out here. Don't know if that's the word, but I think it's coming from there because everything around that area is wet. Right, wet. So I believe that may be the line that is broken. I don't know if this is supposed to be like that. I know it's not supposed to be like that, but I don't know why it's like that. Don't know if it's broken. But we'll find out soon enough. So yeah, I think I will leave it there until I get a shot. I think I know I can get a shot, but I don't know if I want to buy the shot today because I need to change this side shock as well because this side shock was making a noise. So yeah, you can see this one's leaking badly, like real bad. So I'm not gonna just change one and call it that. I'll change both of them. So yeah, we just might leave off there. I'm looking at everything else. Everything else looks fine. Drive shaft doesn't seem to have any play in it, so that's a plus, I guess. Just make sure that brake line is not under any stress. As you can see, fresh brake pads. The disc is all good. Yeah, so we're gonna try to find the power steering line. We need to try to find that one, which is going to be very hard. And to be honest, I'm not sure where it runs from. So I'm gonna have to check a few things to see how I'm gonna get to that, because it does not look like an easy job, guys. I'll be real. So that's gonna be it for today. All of that's gonna go in the back of the car. I might put back on the cover just so that if it rains, no water come down. I don't think any water's gonna come down, but just in case, just to be on the safe side. And for her, what I really want to do is when I service it, the oil pressure sensor I think is bad, so I have another one somewhere here. Yes, so I have another one that I'm going to try to see if I can get back my oil pressure, because if you guys don't know, that's a very important thing when you have turbo cars or any cars, no matter of fact. It's always good to know your oil pressure. And yeah, that's what I need for her, because it was reading one day and then boom, it just stopped blanking. I don't know why. As you can see, it's a clean car. It's a very clean car. I need to take off the undercover, wash out under there, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, which might be working on this again, or Saturday when we get Tweety washed and maybe serviced, if I do decide to service it and fix the oil pressure sensor at the same time. So yeah, it will be either working on this or going to the meet, getting Tweety prepared for the meet. So yeah, peace out guys.